The orchestra awaits the number. I am the conductor, I am the instructor of how to cut up the beat like it was butter. On top of the game like the buzzer to a dunker. On the beat like a drummer, like I had his number. In the game I'm above her, like I hovered an extra 20 seconds during my jumper. Just sorta hung there. God, I'm a musician, my position is the revision of the way that we're singing. Got a guitar case that I'm bringing, with all types of musical instruments and ammunition. My mission was to build a church and put it in a vital position. I dreamed of singing, but then Bucho put a hole in my hand so my guitar I could no longer be stringing. Now the mariachi is on a collision and won't stop till you're hitting. Like two rams with a difference, banging their head in repetition. Football player once they say hike on the line of scrimmage. I was hidden, guy with knives like he was ninja, and someone in my skin. I threw his head through a car window then. I was flinging him. When he got back up, I was karate kicking him till his head spun around and it twisted it. So it looked like he was looking a way that was different. His head spun around like a DJ that was mixing it. Lord, I beg your forgiveness. This knife throwing would have ended it. Lord, I know you're peaceful and we have our differences. Let me show the strength of you within these villages. Bucho came riding down in the street in a tank that was militant. He misjudged the distances cause I sprinted and then jumped right into it. Took up my guitar and showed him what was in it. Flipping out the tank, but just for a minute. I got in the squatting position, put on my shoulder my guitar instrument. Bucho jumped out of the tank and I threw him back into it. My bazooka blast finished it. This village is a place where Christians live. Feel like a samurai. His master was the Christ. His sword was fashioned by waterfall of eternal life. When my master passed, I cried. Protected the village and would stand outside. And a man tried to slash at one of my guys. I used the peaceful tactics you applied. His hands were tied and arrows began to fly. Ambushed by the dark side, took out my saber. The style of the creator is greater. I threw the arrows while they were in the air, protecting the families that stayed there. It was like Samson entered my heart chamber. Speed grew greater. The dark Lord came and me straighter. I rose the earth up around him and he stayed there. Became a rock breaker. Began to be saber exchangers. Was undertaking a double-bladed, raging, spinning demonstration. Felt like fire raging at me. I couldn't figure his location. Bard, I had to raise it. He then kicked me in the chest and I went sailing. Gave me enough time for meditation and praying. The force of the Lord strengthened. It's now waiting for his next strike so I can break it. Then combination chain it. His overconfidence led him to this exact situation. Both of his swords I was displacing. Then I raised him. His eyes were blazing. Sword of the spirit then grazed him, hoping it would change him. My master was always saying. The man started strangely behaving. The Sith skin started unpaling, and his guys went back to a green shading. Peaceful formation, the master taught, saved me and saved him. God is the consciously aware, the properly and fair. Honesty we wish to near. Lord, my hand you steer, like a ship that finds the clear.